Start. Okay. Dear students, good morning to all. Today I am going to conduct the class for 7th time. So I hope you are all well. Though the present pandemic situation is going on in full swing. So I think in spite of this you are all okay. I am also well. So dear students, today I am going to conduct a class on English second paper. Our today's topic is degree or comparison of adjective. Dear students, I have already given you the rules and regulations of degree in the last class. So today I am going to teach you something about how to transform them. So as much as I know, all you know about the classification of degree. There are three forms of degree or comparison of adjective. First one is positive, second is comparative, and third is superlative. So dear students, today you can see I wrote three sentences on the board. First one, Meena is as bright as Raju. Now we are going to turn it into comparative. What is the subject here? Meena. And another subject you can see Raju. So whenever we will turn the sentence into comparative, first of all we have to take the object of positive degree, that is Raju. Then verb. Then my dear students, if you see the sentence is about positive, then in case of comparative the sentence will be negative. So we have to add not after to be verb. After to be verb. Then we have to use the comparative form of adjective. So you can see, my dear student, bright. In the last class I told you about the transformation of adjective. That means how to transform adjective from positive to comparative and superlative according to rules. So you can see bright is monosyllable. That means it is pronounced with monosyllable. So whenever we will turn the word into comparative, then we have to add ear at the end of the adjective. Dear students, have you understood this? Okay. So Raju is not brighter. Then in case of comparative we have to use always than, because you know then means then is used when we compare two things or two persons, then we have to use then. So that's why as we are going to do comparative, then we used than here. Then we have to write subject. So what is the answer? Total answer here, Raju is not brighter than Meena. Dear students, have you understood this? Okay. Now the form of this positive degree, or that means the structure of this positive degree, of the positive degree, cannot be turned into superlative. That means we can't change the degree, or we can change the form of positive degree into superlative. Only we can turn it into comparative. Okay, that's why I put cross on the board. Now come to the next one. Here I have written another example. You can see Dhaka was not as beautiful as Chittagong. So dear students, you can see it is about negative. So when the sentence will be turned into comparative, we have to we have to answer it into positive or affirmative. So what is the subject here? In this sentence subject is Dhaka and object is Chittagong. But whenever we will turn it into comparative, we have to write object as a subject. Chittagong was, you can see it is negative. Whenever we will turn the sentence into comparative, it will be affirmative. That's why we can't write not. We can't write not. Chittagong was, you can see here is adjective is beautiful. So dear student, in the last class I taught you how to turn the degree or adjective from comparative to positive and positive to superlative. So it is, you can see beautiful consists of three syllables. Beautiful. So in case of beautiful, whenever we will turn it into comparative, so what will be the comparative form of beautiful? It will be more beautiful. more beautiful, because you can see it consists of 3 syllables. So whenever we'll see any adjective, as we are doing some words about adjective, if we see any adjective consists of more than 1 syllable, and whenever we'll turn it into comparative, we have to add more before the adjective. Clear? Okay. So Chittagong was more beautiful, then we have to write then subject will be the object of the sentence, Dhaka. Dear students, have you understood this? Okay, thank you very much. Now we can't turn it into superlative, that's why I put cross on the board. Okay. Now come to the example number 3. No other problem in our country is as dreadful as corruption. So what is the meaning of dreadful? That means fearful, dreadful, dangerous, you can say. This is called bhitikar. So no other problem in our country is as dreadful as corruption. My dear student, I taught you about the rules in the last class. You can see is the rule number 2 of positive degree. So whenever we will go to turn the sentence into comparative, we have to start the sentence with subject. So what is the subject here? Corruption. As I already mentioned to you, in case of positive degree, subject will be at the end of the sentence. So what is the subject here? Corruption. So corruption, what is the verb here then? Is, then we have to write the comparative from an adjective. So you can see, dear students, here is adjective is dreadful. So you can see, you can also see dreadful consists of 2 syllables. So what will be the comparative of dreadful? Say more dreadful. Very good. Corruption is more dreadful. So if you see no other, or if the positive degree starts with no other, so in case of comparative we have to take then any other instead of no other after the comparative form of adjective. Clear? Okay. Then we have to write the extension of the sentence. So you can see extension or object problem, and extension is in our country. Have you got it? Okay. Now I am gonna to turn the sentence into superlative. So now in case of superlative also, subject will be at the end, at the beginning of the sentence. So I wrote corruption. Then verb is. Then you know, as I told you, in front of superlative form of adjective, we have to use the or one of the. So if you see no other in the positive degree, then we have to add only the in front of the superlative form of adjective. Clear? So corruption is the superlative form most dreadful. Then rest part or rest words of the sentence, problem in our country. Dear students, if you have any problem, then you can ask me without any delay. So now I am going to describe it again. You can see subject is corruption, then verb, then superlative from adjective. Dreadful is adjective here. So you can see dreadful consists of 2 syllables. So I used most before dreadful, that means before adjective. Then rest part of the sentence, problem in our country. Problem in our country. Okay. Dear students, have you written this? Okay. So now I am going to write another examples. So write down quickly with me. Okay, dear students, you can see I have written another sentence in the board. Very few countries in the world are as cold as Siberia. So you know Siberia is the Siberia is the coldest of all countries in the world. I think most of the time of the year it remains cold. So very few countries in the world are as cold as Siberia. So what is the subject here? Siberia. So I told you, in case of positive degree, subject will be at the end of the sentence. So what is the subject here? Siberia. So we have to write Siberia at the beginning of the sentence in case of comparative and superlative. Siberia. Then you can see their subject was very few countries. It is about plural. That's why we used are, because are is plural to be verb. So very few countries are. Now you can see our subject is here Siberia. So it is singular because it indicates the name of a country. Okay. Now, so in case of Siberia we have to use is. Okay. Have you got it? Okay. Siberia is, then as it is comparative degree, so then we have to use the comparative form of adjective. What is the adjective here? Cold. So what is the comparative form adjective here? Cold, colder, because it consists of one syllable. That's why I added ear at the end of the adjective, colder. Siberia is colder. So you can see there is very few. So in case of very few we have to write then most other, then most other, then other parts of the world, countries in the world. Have you got it? Okay, now dear students, I am going to make you understand again. I wrote subject here Siberia, then you can see in my question their subject was countries. Now here subject is Siberia, singular, then we used is for Siberia. Then the comparative form adjective cold has been turned into colder because it consists of one syllable. Then instead of very few we have to write, if you see very few in the positive degree, then in case of comparative we have to use then most other. Okay. Then the rest part of the sentence, countries in the world. So if whenever we will turn the sentence into superlative, it will be like that. Siberia is. Now we have to add one of the instead of the, one of the. Siberia is one of the, then the superlative form adjective cold, colder, it will be coldest. Siberia is one of the coldest, then rest parts of the word sentence, countries in the world. Dear students, have you understood it? Okay. So what did I wrote here? Right here, Siberia is one of the coldest countries in the world. So dear student, today I have made you understand about change of degree or transformation of degree, whatever you say. So I think you have understood today's class. So in spite of this, if you have any problem, so then you can tell me in the next class. I will make you understand again. So today after this, thank you very much. Stay safe and be healthy. Thank you very much.